if I've got 3 strikes, I'ma go for it. This moment, we own it. I'm not to be played with because it can get...
Holy shit, just when I thought the trailer craze had died down and that life was going to give us a break from all these trailers coming out, we get another one on Sunday. Typical. I, of course, am talking about the Fast and Furious 8 trailer. It was released on Sunday, and there was enough interesting stuff in it that made me want to talk about it today. And by Fast and the Furious, I mean Fate of the Furious, I guess is what I really mean. Only time will tell if that's going to be a really dumb title change just for the sake of changing a title, or if it actually ties into the movie in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. In this trailer, you have Dom, you have his crew, you have Hobbs, they're working some secret mission. They're escaping, Hobbs is like, yeah, beer's on me. Dom runs Hobbs off the road, he betrays the crew. That is the single most important and biggest thing that everyone is talking about this trailer. We're not even talking about whether or not the trailer itself was good or bad. We are talking about Dom basically becoming a turncoat. Dom's a traitor. Dom has gone to the dark side. What the hell is going on with the world? Is it just that kind of year? Did Barry do something to the timeline to fuck this up and change it? I don't know. Does it have something to do with Leonardo DiCaprio's Oscar? I mean, it's just so weird seeing Dom as the bad guy. There are 2 groups of people on the internet who are reacting to this in 2 different ways. On one hand, people are like, oh no, that's a bad, why should they show that in the trailer? They shouldn't show me that in the trailer. I shouldn't know that going into the movie. For me and other people like me, we're just kind of like, well, it's an interesting twist and I kind of want to see how it shakes out now. To be honest, this could have just been your regular run-of-the-mill Fast and Furious trailer. I mean, action, cars, and generic threat, because that's basically what the movies have become. Not that I'm complaining, again, I am a fan of the Fast and Furious franchise. But in here, they give you something interesting, something intriguing, something to make you look forward to it even more, because Dom is a traitor now. We have no idea why he's doing this, we have no idea if he's being blackmailed or if he's undercover. We see Charlize Theron, the villain, talking to him in the movie, and she's like, well, how does it feel to betray your family, Dom? I, for one, am very interested to see what he has to say to respond to that question. There's just so many things about this we don't know, and I like the fact that it does change up the whole family dynamic from the previous movies. Instead of Letty and Dom being like alpha and girl alpha, as the hot British chick said in the last movie, now we kind of have to see Letty and Hobbs be the leaders, and I think that's kind of an interesting thing. And let's face it, all of these characters at this point are glorified superheroes. These people do survive things that nobody in life could or would or should ever survive. So if you want to put it in superhero terms, it's basically like the Justice League trying to take out Superman. There's also a section in the trailer where we see Hobbs in prison. He's in the same prison that he put Deckard Shaw in during a riot they're about to fight, and Kurt Russell, the super awesome secret spy guy from the last movie, he basically breaks both of them out and he's like, hey, well, if you're gonna take out Dom, you guys need to team up and work together. I would never work with Shaw ever. I don't see why we have to work with Shaw. We have Hobbs, we have the regular crew. I mean, I kind of feel like you should just keep it like that and keep it personal. I don't know why you need Deckard Shaw in the mix. Not to mention, the guy and his brother are directly or indirectly responsible for the deaths of Giselle and Hans. There's no way in hell that I would ever work with him, ever, under any circumstances. He tried to kill us in the last movie. I'm not just gonna let that go. So this is the part of the trailer that I'm a little bit more cold on. I don't really like the fact that Deckard Shaw is back. I don't really like the fact that he has to be involved in the mission or something. I don't get that. I don't understand it. Outside of that, we see that the stunt work and the action is just as big as it ever was, and we also see the crew going into different locations. I mean, they look like they're in some Arctic landscape at one point. That's what I also love about these movies, is that they change up the locations, they keep it fresh, they move it around the world. A lot of action in a lot of different places. I think that's pretty cool. That great scene where they're all surrounding Dom in like a square and they all put hooks on his car and they're like, yeah, you ain't going nowhere. And then he basically Supermans his way out of it. Gary F. Johnson, I believe, is the one directing this movie. I think he's a really good director. He's the guy who directed Straight Outta Compton, so I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of twist or what kind of things he can bring to the chair that Justin Lin and other people before him didn't bring. We get that scene at the end where Charlize Theron and Dom like infiltrate the hideout or something and they blow them up, and then Letty is like, Dom, are you really going to betray your family? And then Charlize Theron and Dom basically have FaceTime right in front of them. My only reaction to that was, holy shit. Dom likes white girls now. Yeah, that officially means that Dom really has gone over to the dark side, even though it's technically the white side, but it's... How are you gonna turn down a fine piece of ass like Michelle Rodriguez and go to evil lady? Charlize Theron was just born to play evil women. That's just her best role, and she's had some of her best roles where she plays an evil, conniving bitch. So, Dom, what the hell are you doing? I'm excited, I'm intrigued to see where this goes. It's an interesting twist that shakes up the whole family dynamic, and I think when you have a franchise that is 8 films in, shaking things up and tweaking things a little bit is a necessary evil if you want these movies to keep going. So guys, those are my thoughts on the new Fast and Furious trailer, aka Fate of the Furious. Again, weird ass title, I don't know what to tell you. If you're a Fast and Furious fan, let me know what your thoughts on the trailer are below, what you think about Dom turning evil. Comment, like, subscribe, and as usual, if you like what you see, tell me how you feel, and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.
Let's go.